A great time to repack those school supplies.
Hello, everybody. So we are going to work on the Chapter 10 quiz review. Okay, so with this one, so remember, it's just we're going to divide the total amount. So the $1,882.56 and divide it by 12. This is to find their new monthly payment for balance billing. So they would pay $156.88 per month. Okay. This next one, so how much will, so they have a water heater. How much will it save a year? So it's the percent as a decimal times the cost to run, so the 510. So we multiply those two together. So remember the percent as a decimal. Remember, drop the percent sign and go to the left, times the cost to run, which is $510. So we multiply those two together to get $183.60. Okay, how many years will the water pay for itself? It says round to the nearest tenth. So we're going to use the cost of the water heater to buy the water heater. So the $1,100 divided by the savings per year, so the $183.60. And we get 5.99. So we'll round that up because it says round to the nearest tenth. So we'd round that up to 6 years. So it'll pay for itself in about 6 years. Okay. This one. Okay. How many hours is left on the day? So we're going to divide it. Remember, there's
Michael Reginald Castro. Please call 24404.
Okay, remember there's 60 minutes in an hour, so 180 divided by 60 is 3 hours. So then we're going to go ahead and multiply that by the number of watts, so 4,200 watts to get the watt hours. So we get 12,600 watt hours, and then to get the kilowatts, we divide that by 1,000 to get the kilowatt hours. So it's going to be 12.6 kilowatt hours. And then we're going to take and multiply that by 11 cents to get the cost. So I multiply that by 11 cents to get the cost. So I get $1.39. So that would be the cost. Okay. So this was for D, the cost. This is the number of kilowatt hours. And this was the number of watt hours. And this was the number of hours would be 3. Okay, so we do the same process, everybody, for number for the next one. Okay, remember we need to read carefully because she has 4 light bulbs that require 75 watts each. Okay, so she leaves them on for 150 minutes. We divide that by 60. We get 2.5 hours. We're going to multiply 75 times 4. So we get 300 watts. So 2.5 times 300 watts is going to be 750. Okay. Watt hours. Notice it says, what are the kilowatts for the year? So what we have to do is we have to divide this. So 750, we divide it by 1,000. And then we also have to multiply it by 365 days, because remember we have 365 days in a year. Okay. So we get 273 and 7,500 kilowatt hours for the year. So that's how much her light bulbs use. Okay, and then we multiply that by 9 cents to get the cost, how much does it cost to run the 4 light bulbs for the whole year? So we get $24.64 for the year. So that is the cost for the whole year. Okay. So this one, everybody, number 5. So she was charged. So remember, it's going to be the cost divided by the number of kilowatt hours. Okay, so it's going to be $838.35 divided by 9,315. Okay, and we would get 9 cents. So what did the company charge her? They charged her, the electric company charged her 9 cents. Okay, on the back, what's the meter reading? Remember, this one would be the exception. Okay, so this would be 9. Otherwise, we always go to the lower number. So this would be 4. This one would be 1. This one would be 6. Okay. Remember, we also talked about in class if it was between 0 and 1, if the arrow went that way, okay, we would read that as 0. Okay, so just remember that. Okay, so that's the CCF indicated by the gas meter is 9,416 cubic feet of gas, so natural gas. Okay, so this one, so we're going to subtract. So we're going to subtract the current reading minus the previous reading. So the 50,361 minus the previous reading, so the 49,356, and so we get 934 kilowatt hours. Okay, and then so for the cost, we're going to multiply that by 0.095. So everybody, that's for the cost. So the cost is going to be $112.08. Okay. So this is for B. And I skipped number 7. So number 7, we actually do the same thing. So we do the present reading. So 46,555 minus 45,621. We get 934 times 12 cents. And this is 400 cubic feet of water, and that's where we would get the $112.08. Okay, so I apologize for that. So like I said, I was looking at the wrong problem. So let me move that one back up. So this would actually be for Ron, he used 1,005, and then we multiply it by 0.095. And the correct answer, finish erasing that, will be $95.48. Okay, this one, everybody. Maddie works for this cell phone company. She makes a piecewise function. Remember, 32 is going to be the y coordinate, and 400 is the x. So it's going to be 400 and 32. So that's the coordinates of the cusp. We did a graph. This would be 32 right here, and it would go to 400, and then the cost would increase. Okay, so that would be the coordinates of the cusp on the graph. Okay, let's look at the next one. So everybody, with this one, it says, when it says not an integer, everybody, the +1, remember we said we'd round it up to the nearest whole minute. So that just means like if this was 765.5 minutes, we would use the +1. Okay, so it wouldn't be the whole minutes. That's when we would use the third equation. Okay. What's the cost? Sorry, just let me go back to that. Okay, let's go back to the question. Okay, so what's the cost of calls under 750 minutes? So when X is less than or equal to 750, the cost is going to be 40. Okay, so $40. What's the cost of 900 minutes? So we're going to substitute this in for X, okay, into the second equation right here. So I'm going to do f of 900 is equal to 40 plus 35 cents, parentheses, 900 minus 750. We put that all in the calculator, everybody. We're going to get $92.50. So that would be our answer. Okay, so for this one, this letter is choosing your cell phone plan. One costs $55 a month, includes 500 minutes, and charge for minutes over 500 is 19 cents. They also offer an unlimited calling plan, which is $85. Okay, so we're going to set those two equal to each other. So we're going to go 55 plus the 19 cents per minute. We're using M per minutes minus, okay, the 500 is equal to 85. So we set those two equal to each other. And then they want us to do the distributed property. So remember, that means we're going to multiply. So I get 55 plus 19 cents times M plus 19 cents times 500 is going to be 40 is equal to 85. Now we're going to combine like terms. Everybody notice that this is a minus, not a plus. So tell me that's a minus. Okay, so that's a minus. So it's going to be 19 cents M minus, I'm already doing the answer. Okay, going to the back. Okay, so you guys, so that's actually, so 19 cents times 500 is 95. And then 55 minus 95 is 40. Set that equal to 85. I'm going to add 40 to each side to get 125. Okay, so 19 cents M, divide each side by 19 cents. And we get M is equal to 658 minutes. So that means if you used more than 658 minutes, the unlimited plan of $85 would be the best buy for you, okay? But if you, again, so if you used more than 685 minutes, you'd want to use this one, okay? Okay, and that's the review.